Welcome back to the Foolish Commander. Today we'll be going through Shogi Harbour Xiangqi League. Well, firstly, what is Shogi Harbour? Shogi Harbour is basically a Discord server or a website as well where they teach you how to play Shogi, and I am also in it. But why is there Xiangqi in there? Well, inside there are other game categories. There's an option for Xiangqi as well. Chess Xiangqi. I think there's also Mahjong. Mahjong is also there as well. Yes. So I, as the Xiangqi man, has to go there and infiltrate their squad. Yeah. And then post my stuff. Anyways, if you are from the server watching this, yes, I will roast your moves today. I did see them. My eyes hurt a little. Just a little bit. Okay. So, let's go through the point system. There are 13 players in the league. There's no prize money either, it's just for fun. The organizer, Dr. Lennon, wanted to have 14 players, but my good old friend Sekiro was too scared to join, and now, we only have 13 people. We are split into two groups, one red, one black. Red group has 7 players, black group has 6, which means red group will always have one player that is out. This week it's me. And it will be a weekly gameplay. Yes, it will be weekly, where there will be 6 matches each week. 3 matches from each group, and 1 person will be out of the game, or will not be playing. Okay, so that is the... how should I say? That is the basics. There will be a point system, and then there will be an elimination bracket. I'm not too sure about those details. The point system is a win is 3 points, a lose is 1 point, a draw is 2 points, and a no-show is 0 points. Why is no-show even a thing? It's because the time difference is quite drastic. But that's besides the point. Anyways, so there's 13 players. It's mostly all for fun. And some of them have requested me to review their games. I sit through this. Yes. Okay, so as the viewer, I want you... I'm also playing, by the way. So as the viewer, I want you to decide which game and who was I playing as in one of these 6 games. There are all, I think only 1 or 2 games are decent, the rest of them are yikes. Enough of that, let us move on with the game. Yes, we're playing on Pi Chess, not Xiangqi.com. And there's even a eval bar, woo! We're gonna see this thing rotate a lot. So, we have c2 equals 5. Central cannon, played by red. Very right, very demure. And the first blunder has come in. c2 equals 4. Look at that. Look at that white. Look at how much it has increased already by 1 move. Why? Central pawn not being protected. Even 7-year-olds can see this. Please protect your center. Please protect your center. This is very horrible. Your cannon doesn't really get into a good spot. Now, there's a very major difference between this and this. If I play c2 equals 5 against it, like the opposite sided cannon, and I take like this, I push my advisor up, and now I have some leeway. Instead of this to this, this is what we call... I will just coin this as headhunter cannon at this point, where there's nothing in between the general and the cannon, which causes it to be an anti-pin. Why anti-pin? The advisor cannot go here, the elephant can't go here, the cannon cannot go to the center. That's why I say it's an anti-pin. It's not pinning 2 pieces together, it is causing 2 pieces not to be here. And it is very powerful and very strong when you can move a chariot here. With the chariot here, he can start doing discover attacks all over the field. So c2 equals 4. Then we all say, oh shit, red wins now. h8 plus 7. h8 plus 7. I can tell immediately that red is on autopilot because he's not thinking. Or is he thinking that if he puts this one, that the cannon will come here? That doesn't make sense. So I'm pretty sure that he's not thinking at all. If not, he will just take it for free. And black is also not thinking at all because he plays b3 plus 1. Wow, I didn't know we were in a chess tournament because pawn development is important, right? Let's just ignore our central pawn. Again. So that's one missed opportunity by red. But black is giving him, again, another choice. Another opportunity. Nope, he's still on autopilot mode. R9 plus 1. Hey, that's a free pawn. Oh look, it went to black's advantage now. Because of all the autopilot. Now will black recover from this? Will black realize his sins of his mistakes? Will black actually play something to defend his central pawn? B7 plus 1. Guys. That's a central pawn. This analogy is like, there's a gun to your head and you choose to not care about it. Please stop. Please just push your knight up. Push your knight, push your elephant, push your advisor, protect your center. Please. H2 plus 3. Another missed opportunity. I cannot. And now it goes back to, oh look, black has now the advantage. Just take the damn pawn, damn it. No. If let's say, for some reason, let's just say he doesn't play that. Okay lah, I will just play these moves. I would not go for this knight. Okay, this cannon cannot take the one, as I discussed before, it will give him development. But the knight doesn't like being here. I don't think the knight should be here if the pawn is here. If let's say the knight goes up, how do you free this knight? Well, let's say we just play this knight up. Well, I push my pawn, the pawn takes, the pawn limits this knight's movement, and let's say red doesn't do anything. The pawn is now kicking the knight out. He can't even get to his spots. He needs to go here. That's trapped. I mean, the cannon takes it for free. If it goes here, the pawn now just crossed the river, and that's very strong. So, in this type of situation, by putting a knight here, you're putting a knight in prison, in jail. He really can't go here. His options are like pushing this pawn out to go here. Let's say like this, for him to free out. But that takes 2 more moves just so that he can get to the riverbank, which is not very good in terms of tempo. So I think this is something red should take note of. Well, if the pawns are being pushed up like this, you should not you try not to consider the knight pushing up here. This is what we call 两头蛇 or two-headed snake. But this is just an example, because the most important move is to take the center pawn, please! Center pawn, guys! It's not that hard! K2 plus 3. Oh wow, not protecting the pawn again. Now, it's a bit interesting here. Because it's not a direct protect, it's an indirect protection. Because if the cannon takes like this, and the cannon goes down here, actually it will be a fork, basically. Yeah, it will be a fork. Whether white is an advantage. I feel like red is still in a worse position. Oh no, because he has central cannon, right? You can, let's say chariot goes here. Actually no, chariot just goes to the center. And now he's pinned. Yeah, now the piece is pinned and now the knight has to be sacrificed. If the knight goes up like this, the game is a bit more even. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is, at least there's some form of protection for the center pawn. Even, it's not the best protection. I think this is quite weak. You want this knight to go up instead, just so they can protect this pawn. Okay. Are we all cool with it? Now, C2 equals 4 is actually known as 反攻嘛 or sandwich cannon if your opponent plays C8 equals 5. The whole point of this is if he does this, play like this, cannon goes down, now you attack the knight like this. If he plays C8 equals 5. This is the wrong side. He needs to play C8 equals 6 for this 反攻嘛 structure, and he can't play it yet because the knight has to be protecting the piece in the first place. So usually the development is, we protect this knight, we push this knight up, push this one, then the cannon goes here. Yeah, but structurally it's all wrong. Let's just move on to the mid game, shall we? H8 plus 7 finally protects the pawn. And now black actually has the advantage here because of his double pawns. Both knights are being suppressed here, and he cannot go up. Okay, chariot did come out to attack the cannon, and now this is a protection of this. Yeah, this is actually a decent move. Knight goes 6 to attack the cannon. I think it's kind of useless because both cannons are protecting one another. From here, R1 equals 2 is... I would rather R9 equals 8. Actually, if it's like this, right, I think... Okay. R1 equals 2, I think it's a finals. I don't think there's many problems with it. But I'm not the expert in sandwich cannon. I think Fangkongma is a little bit trickier to play. It's very gimmicky and depends on the power corner cannons to actually be utilized. R2 plus 4 to control the riverbank, good. This is one of the counters towards the two-headed snake, or both pawns being pushed up. R2 plus 7 takes the cannon, and now I want to cry. Bro, why? Both cannons are protecting one another. Why take? I'm so confused. In this chance, I think pushing the advisor up is good. Advisor up just so that you can protect the cannon, then you're pushing up the elephant in the future moves. Red will try to trade off the pawns like this. And now I'll attack the knight here. But still, anything is better than blundering a chariot. I want you guys to know this analogy. Your chariots are your two hands. Your two arms. You do not chop off one of your arms unless you are going for the kill. Okay? You do not anyhow chop off your arm. Do you like your left hand? Do you like your left arm? Right? You like it, right? Let's say I chop it off for $1. Would you take that deal? No! Why are we chopping off our chariot for nothing? It's a cannon! And red is now in an advantageous position. R9 plus 1. I don't know how you're going to come back from this. P3 plus 1 is to trade off the pieces. Yes, that's what I mean. How to counter off the two-headed snake is so that you can trade off the pieces with your chariot. And now this has more chances. But now red is up one entire arm. He now has a third. He's up one entire arm, the chariot. So, I mean, you just traded a pinky for an arm. Okay, not pinky, maybe your hand. You traded a left hand from your opponent for an arm, your own arm. Not very worth. R9 plus 1, P3 plus 1, trade off the pieces. R9 equals 2 to attack the cannon. Okay. C8 equals 9. Okay. Here it's interesting. If it was me, I would have done something like cannon goes down, one step, C8 minus 1 is an option, or I'll just push forward. If you take, I push up. Oh, the computer doesn't like me. I mean, to me it's like this. It gets into a very violent game pattern. Oh, he takes the knight here. You take another cannon. Yeah, I can take another cannon. Take the elephant. What is the next move? Oops. What is the next move in there? Wait. Okay, whatever. I think C8 equals 9 is fine. Engine likes it a lot. I'm a bit more on the fence about this move. Because you already have something to attack. Actually, no, you should just play more defensive here. What am I talking about? This is fine. R2 plus 6 to attack the knights. Now here, right, you can push the chariot here to protect it, or you can put the knight here. I think both are fine. Yeah, both are fine, just so that you can protect a piece. Alternatively, you can just trade off the pieces. I'm more of a violent player, I would like to trade off all the pieces. Actually no, this is bad. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, I think this is fine. Fine progression. This chariot here is not that good. Actually no, it's fine, it's fine. The pawn push into trade off is quite obvious. But the C8 equals 5 is... C8 plus 5 is not a good move. The cannon is attacking the chariot and now the pin is going to be overloosed. But now I take the cannon. You take the knight. You take the cannon. You take the knight. You take the cannon, you take the rook. You take the cannon. It's a lot of trading. Here pushing out the elephant is hopeless. What are you gonna do? Take the elephant, I'll take the knight. I'll take a knight. You take my elephant, I take another knight. You take my pawn, I take your elephant. What are you gonna do? Bro, you have nothing. I have 2 arms, you have 1 arm, and now you cannot really walk at all. E3 plus 5 I think is a weak move. Moving it back here. Oh damn, that's one way to counter it. But now I just push my knight up. H3 plus 4, yep. H3 plus 2. Fine, whatever. I think black has many good moves here. Knight up, knight up. Knight goes here, preparing for checkmate here. H5 plus 6 to attack the chariot, to fork the both chariots. But it doesn't really matter because there's this position. Yeah, this is checkmate lah. I don't think there's many ways that you can do about it here. Maybe you could. I don't know. No, I don't think there's many ways you can prevent it. Here, there's checkmate 4. Here, yeah, I think that's one of the only moves that you can prevent checkmate. Then you have to push your advisor up and whatnot. Yeah, I think the mid game is a little bit more murkier. It's very violent, I would say. For me personally, I would have traded the pawns and tried to push right in instead of defending. But that's just my style, which is not good. Yeah, this is definitely a blunder because now all the pieces just come undone. And now missing the chariot is also very crucial. Yeah. I mean, if you want to play this type of cannon, c2 equals 4, you want to have an advisor to protect the cannon instead of just leaving it hanging there. But I think this is the first game. Aside from the atrocious early game and that questionable play by black, 2 plus 7 makes me question my life. What am I doing here? Yeah, I get you want to, maybe this was your plan all along, but it's not that good of a plan anyway. And this cannon can just go to the center and try to attack. This is very non-standard, I would say. And the knight can't even go up. What's the point of this knight if he can't even go up? Okay, yeah. I think that should be around it. Red wins here. Let's move on to the second game, where we have... let's play from black's perspective. Now, central cannon, and now, today guys, we're gonna be seeing what we call defense. H2 plus 3. Wow. Not joking, after that game, I really do want to see more of these moves. Please guys, do not leave up your central pawn for nothing. Absolutely nothing. P7 plus 1, P7 plus 1 is very typical, I would say. Both players can play this. But although I don't like playing P7 plus 1, I know P7 plus 1 is fine, P7 plus 1 is fine. I was thinking of P3 plus 1. So here is a trade-off. You don't want to have, like I said, in the previous example, how he has both pawns up. When you're black, you don't want this to happen, so you trade it off. If you're pushing from the right, you go for the left. You're pushing from the left, you go for the right. H8 plus 7, C8 equals 6. This is what we call 反光马 sandwich cannon. This is the actual line itself. I'm not very good at this line, I gotta be honest. A4 plus 5 to prevent the cannon from going down. Good move. H8 plus 7. I do think advisor moving up is a little bit weak. It's a little bit weak, but I still think it's playable. It's a decent move. Pushing it up. H2 plus 3 for development. R9 equals 8. H7 plus 6. R1 plus 1. Alright, this game actually feels like a game. C8 equals 6. Now, this is interesting. He's now playing the 5-6 炮 or 5-6 cannon. 5-6 cannon basically controls on 2 files, your center and your side. R8 plus 5 to attack this knight, which is a very common vulnerability inside red structure. Red will struggle a lot with this. If you're playing cannon, right? Central cannon. This riverbank will be a weakness if you don't have any pieces up to defend. Actually, now that I think about it, why would he play this? To go here. But if you go here, I'll defend like that. Yeah. Don't think it's that strong of a move. Takes the knight. Now he sacrifices the knight such that he can get the central cannon. This is good gameplay. C6 plus 2 to Okay, I don't like c6 plus 2 that much. Let me think of a better move. Oh shit, engine actually found something quite hot. c6 plus 7. c6 plus 7 causes you to immediately take it. Then I'll take like this. You push the cannon to the center. I push the cannon to the center. Actually, no, never mind. Yeah, right. Something like this. c2 plus 1. Not that great. c6 plus 2 doesn't really do much. Okay, why I prefer c6 plus 7 over c6 plus 2 is because c6 plus 2, c6 plus 7 has a fork. You're directly attacking like this. But now the cannon can actually replace itself, which is a little bit harder. If I push down the visor, I take this, you go to the center. I don't think there's many good moves for black to defend this knight. R8 minus 2 is what's suggested by the engine, but I'm not too sure that's so good. Because rook can come out now. Now he's going to force you to trade. Push it away. He just takes riverbank, and now your pieces are a little bit in a scramble. Not that good. But c6 plus 2 is definitely not the best. But it's still a good idea to like trade it off. Maybe there's an opportunity to do cannons here to like trade attack. Maybe. c6 equals 5 is not that best move. Engine doesn't like it. Look at that engine move. Oh, engine now thinks it's fine. You're quirky, engine. If we trade it like this, although I did agree that red has this type of cannon, general one is strong, I do feel that black's pieces are a lot more developed than red's. Black's pieces there is a chariot here, chariot by the side, cannon here. Only this cannon is stationary, while both of the chariots are still not being played out. I still do not think that this Headhunter cannon is the best move. I mean, you're forcing Headhunter cannon. You want this situation, but I'm just not thinking that it's the most ideal situation here, with both your chariots being, inactive. c6 equals 5 from black is trying to seal off this cannon. Remember my previous video, if anybody watched this is called sealing technique. Now you're preventing the cannon from going back to his home country. Red will have advantage here because red's pieces now can have time to move out. For you to capture this chariot, the cannon, the chariot going down here is one option, and now he will just try to slither his way out. Some way or somehow. If the chariot goes here, now attacking the cannon, which is what he does, R9 equals 8. He now mobilized the pieces. And this is going to be very tricky for black to handle. So maybe instead of immediately getting rid of this central cannon, you can try to play something more active. Because you already have the activity in you, right? Only this cannon is the weaker spot. You push this cannon to the side. Our engine is telling me c2 plus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To seal off his chariot. I think. What? e3 plus 5 for development. Going back, I do think that there is an option of not immediately sealing off the cannon, but I'm not too entirely sure on it. Engine doesn't think that sealing the cannon is the best move here, but yeah, this cannon is still going to be a threat later on. It really depends how you deal with it. Like I said, now because of your move, he gains initiative, and now for you to defend this cannon, you have to c2 equals 8 is what's suggested by the engine, but by c2 equals 8, he'll charge down r8 equals 9, r8 equals 7 plus 7, sorry, and now he'll charge down this spot. And this spot is going to be very vulnerable for you. If, let's say like this, black will be in a utter loss right now because he will lose both chariots, one chariot and one cannon. This is why it's very tricky to deal with his activity now. You don't want him to be active yet. So I think dealing with the cannon can wait until next time, until the next move. e3 plus 5 for development. I think he wants to play the red chariot out. Here I would have considered r8 plus 5 to get rid of the cannon. Because I'm pinning you and this cannon has no protection. The cannon goes here, I take this cannon for chariot for free. I don't know any good moves here for black, honestly. Push the pawn. I guess. Pawn takes. And now your position is in a very awkward position. I'm still going to attack this cannon. I don't see how. Engine, you're tweaking right now. Black is really in a bad position right now if he actually plays r8 plus 5. And then he chose to play a little bit more slower, playing this move, elephant up. Because he has the cannon being... If you look at this, the cannon is now pinning both his pawns and his advisor, and he doesn't want to play that. He wants to solidify his defense. But I think that can wait for later. If you play this move, or maybe this move, but p5 plus 1 immediately takes it. If you take like this, cannon will just run away like this and scurry off. And now black's activity has been diminished to a halt. And now red can now slowly play out his game. Alright, so that's... Engine doesn't like this. c2 plus 6. Oh, ceiling technique. 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pin it all the way to the ground. Not bad move. Yeah, it's definitely needed in this situation because we don't want his chariot to go down. If his chariot seals you off, it is going to be a very challenging scene for black to play. So black needs everything that he can get. Unfortunately, he will need to use 2 pieces to seal off his 1 piece, and the rest of the pieces are still inactive. If he pushes the pawn up, black likes this a lot. I'm not too sure. Sorry, not pushing the pawn up. Maybe the chariot goes here. He still tries to get activity from here. After all, red has cannon, knight. Okay, cannon and chariot are going to come out, while the knight is still sealed off by the chariot eventually. So they can foresee this type of circumstances coming soon. Okay. Plays b3 plus 1. Oh shit, that's my move. I chose that move. r8 minus 2 is immediately the natural move to attack the cannon. And the cannon now plays c5 equals 9, giving up his headhunter cannon. That's really bad for red. And now black has the advantage. He can just play p3 plus 1, attacking the cannon here. And now red has to respond by moving his cannon back. Otherwise he kills it out for free. Red takes p7 plus 1. Okay. I prefer... The problem with this is, now he can play c9 equals 3, and now his cannon is out of the woods. Black is still in advantage, don't get me wrong, but red isn't exactly thrilled about this. So, I think I'll rather like this. Yeah, I'll rather take this pawn instead of this pawn. Just because I don't want this cannon to be free. I want this cannon to be locked behind and struggle to get out. You can't really jump over now, and you're just going to push down. If elephant takes, the situation gets even worse for black. For red. Red doesn't really have many good options here, because now the pieces are being pinned, everything's being tied down together. Black is almost like suffocating him. But that's my opinion. He takes this, c9 equals 3, now his cannon is out in the woods. p3 plus 1, p5 plus 1 to attack the cannon. Cannon just moves back. c5 equals 4 isn't the best. I don't know why. c5 equals 4 doesn't feel that good. The pawn up to attack, it's a fork. But you push the pawn back, takes this, and now you try to go to the center. And now your pawn is hanging here. There's not many ways for you to protect this pawn. And now we get central cannon again. So that's not very ideal for red here. Red's pieces are still being sealed off. And the only advantage is that his knight is out and his cannon is out. Yeah, even though both players have the same amount of pieces, so it's not really substantial. By pushing it away, I don't think it's that best move. c3 equals 7, he takes it again. And c4 plus 4 is a move I don't understand. c4 plus 4 feels like a move that has not been thought of that much. Because what do you do with this cannon here. Are you trying to attack the elephant in the next move? But you won't do that because your pieces are being pinned again. So honestly, this move doesn't do anything. If I were to be as frank as possible, this move isn't the best, and I think it is not. It's interesting to play it. I just don't think it is good at all in any sense. You don't develop your pieces. Your pieces are in an awkward position, and your heck, I'll consider playing what? Chariot attack the knight. Okay, no, not that. Something like this. Maybe attack the pawn again. Because this pawn is hanging, he cannot really do anything. If your knight goes up, I can fork you. The knight is still going to be sealed off. If you play something like this, sorry, if you play something like this, I'll still take the pawn, and now the cannon, now I still have central cannon here. I just don't think c4 plus 4 does anything, honestly. There's no idea behind that move. It feels like a misclick of some sort. R1 equals 4, like I said, he wants to develop his chariot. I equals 2. I equals 2. He wants to trade off his pieces. But let's say we do assume his pieces are being traded off. Let's say he doesn't do anything. Cannon takes. He is forced to take the chariot, and now he has forced to take this. That's still not good. Am I missing something out? c2 equals 5. He wants to take the center pawn. Let's say as chariot takes. Black is winning. No, wait. Okay, c5 equals 2. Takes it. r8 plus 6. He has to take this. You take it back. Give a check. Push out the advisor. Now he takes the chariot back. Huh? Black feels a little bit weaker. Because this cannon is still being pinned there. Even though engine is saying that you're winning, I still think that it's a bit awkward. I mean, the idea is fine for you to trade off the pieces. And you want to have some leverage. But my eyes are just like, here, let's say this cannon is here. Then you won't be able to complete this, right? But you can try to do something like this. To attack this knight or something. Just feel like it's not a very good move. Engine says p5 plus 1. And now you're just gonna force it out, I think. He plays this to attack the elephant. Yeah, but I push my knight up, and now you are not attacking anything. And now I get central cannon again. Let's say you can't take. You push this up. I'll trade it off with you any time of the week. And now red is just waiting here. So obviously black would not trade it off like that. c7 equals 5. I think that check is a little bit impatient. A little bit. Pushing that knight up is not the best move. Okay, I get it. Get like this. This is what you would like to see. But it just feels a bit stiff and awkward in that position. Okay, but this chariot, maybe this chariot goes up here? Chariot goes up to defend this elephant. And now you still have the pawn to push down. Your knight can still be freed out in the future. I think there is a possibility of that. Now your cannon is being attacked here and it's very hard. I think you push the elephant up. Did you not push the elephant up? Wait. Play 6, 7, 5. Oh, same idea. He's trying to attack. He's attacking both pieces. And red is in an advantageous position here. Which begs the question, what's the point of c4 plus 4 other than this structure? It's not. I think that's the main reason why you lost here, honestly. It's because of c4 plus 4 being too inactive. That's my opinion. You take the elephant here, and that's definitely the blunder. Because no, just take your chariot. You push this guy equals 3 here. What are you gonna do now? Sorry. What are you gonna do now? R4 plus 2 trades you off, and now you're down a piece. You're just down a piece entirely. So, I think the main point, if I were to summarize this game, is one, I do think that Red's development could be a little bit faster. Like, pushing here, but I don't know where can he develop it. I don't think he can develop it at all. Really. I don't know. It just feels a little bit awkward. Of course you're going to try to trade it off like this, but both chariots are being locked behind. And with the elephant up, the chariot goes up and you try to attack it here. Yeah, it's a little bit awkward by Red to force this attack. Yet I don't think there's any moment that Red can develop because of his advisor being pushed up. Pushing up the advisor may have cost him his development for his advisor. Let's say in a different universe, he plays like this, and now you play. Okay, this is too late. This is Fangoma already. He's going to attack this side, and you play something like a knight up. I think there's still this path of attacking this cannon. Your cannon scrams away, I push the pawn up, and now if you trade it off, I think that's still possible. But it just feels like Reds could have made something. Maybe not pushing up the pawn? Not really. Or maybe it's the cannon move. Pushing it to here, but he doesn't want this chariot to come here. Black has played very well for this opening. He feels like he has a lot in control, even though the engine is telling me I'm a stupid idiot. So, what do I know? But for here, right, I still think that Red has advantage because Headhunter cannon, but his pieces are a little bit inactive. So, in this type of situation, if let's say you're not playing, okay, in these types of situation, I think pushing up the chariots out is better and faster to play. And Black's main blunders are, he allowed this chariot to come out. So instead of sealing this chariot cannon behind, he allowed this chariot to come out, which is a big blunder in my opinion. Because of this, now the chariot will have, the chariots were holding him back. But now that they are out, it makes it really difficult for him to play. You see how Red immediately has an advantage here? This move will have definitely killed him off. Will have killed Black off immediately on the spot. Which is why instead of sealing him off, I feel that you need to control him more. Maybe this move will even be contention. If he has to move it out, he cannot move this out. He cannot move this out. And your chariots are still alive. I think that is the way the Black should have played. Unless engine is telling me I'm wrong. What engine? Please enlighten me with all your wisdom. What is the best move? CA equals 3. Or R equals 3. Or something like that. Something like this. I don't know. It doesn't seem that good to me. But yeah, because of the inactivity, Red chose to play a slower game, which is why the game was a bit closer than it should have been. This is fine, this is fine. C5 equals 4. C5 equals 4, I definitely don't like this idea. This idea also killed off your activity. When you can play C5 minus 2, push the rook to the center, and now attack the central pawn because it's hanging now. Even if it takes like this, you go here. Red now doesn't have much activity. If it goes here, I'll just take the center pawn like this. Or I can even just do this and now attack the cannon again. Because you can't take it at all. It's being pinned. Yeah, so C4 plus 4 is also another culprit of why Black lost this game. He just lose too much activity. Too much positional advantage. b5 plus 5. This check is a little bit cheeky, a little bit fast, but whatever. Who am I to judge? And now black is supposedly in a better position here. What even is the best move? c2 equals 5. k5 minus 1. Okay, but I'll just do rook takes. Rook takes. Engine, what the hell? Why would I play k5 plus 1? Why would I play c5 plus 6 equals 6? If I take like this, you take like this, check, push my elephant up. Oh shit, yeah. Maybe I was wrong all this time. Because immediately now you just take it. Now it's a free piece. And now the game, black is an advantage. Maybe c4 plus 4 was a genius move after all. I don't like it that much though. Says here that... Oh, but the only reason why he gets to play that is because of the knight move. The knight moving here to defend this. r4 plus 2 would have defended it just as well. And now there's no such line of this. Oh, it's all of these like very close types of games, which makes the game very fun to analyze. Alright, yeah, so c4 plus 4, maybe I was a bit wrong with that. Maybe I do not know the consequences of my actions and I have misjudged him. But definitely I feel c6 equals 5 to see off this cannon is not a good move. And I do think that black should have focused on disabling his rooks instead of disabling his central cannon first. He can get rid of that threat later on very fast. But the chariots coming out to assist this cannon is going to be a very hard, very tricky situation to deal with. Maybe Red could have improved his development with his chariots. But I just don't see a path where Red can do that. Just feels a little bit... Yeah, I just don't think of it at all. Well, anyway, time to move on to the next game. I talked so much about this game. Goddamn. Next one. Ooh, shit, I spoiled the game itself. Okay, central cannon, knight supported, knight supports up. Very standard, h2 plus 3. This is what we call ping feng ma, or screening knight defense. r9 equals 8, r1 equals 2, p3 plus 1, p3 plus 1. This is a very, very standard gameplay. Now the objective is either chariot can go here or chariot goes here to seal the knight off. Chariot goes here, e3 plus 5 is a little bit of a mistake. It depends on how you want to look at it. Because e3 plus 5 immediately makes the knight vulnerable. But there is this variation where cannon goes here. If you take this, I take the pawn, attacking this. You're trying to move away, I take the elephant. And I showed this to you in the previous game, and this... Oh, not yet checkmate now, but like... This is going to be very bad for black, for red. So let's move on. I think this elephant move is a little bit scary in that sense. Why does he need to move to the elephant such that he doesn't get pierced through by the center? So engine says that we are all even. H3, okay. H2 plus 3. The main reason is because he wants to wait and see. He wants to wait and see what is the development like. Not a very good move though, I do admit. Actually no, it's fine. Yeah, H2 plus 3 is fine because you want to have a potential 5-9 cannon. Yeah. H3 plus 4, and immediately chariot will go back down to r8 minus 2. H3 plus 4's main goal is such that if you push the pawn up, it's now a fork. And engine is telling me r1 plus 1, a4 plus 5, even though I can push the pawn up, and engine doesn't see that as a problem. This is why I don't trust you, engine. I only trust you at critical moments. I minus 2 such that you can stabilize it. He takes the pawn. Now, taking this pawn is fine. It's nothing much. The cannon goes to the side. He wants to play the 5-9 cannon. I do agree with engine here. This move isn't the best because it weakens the cannon here. Actually no, not weakens the cannon. I just feel like if he goes, he loses initiative. If chariot goes here, now the cannon goes here and it seals it off. It just weakens the initiative here. But instead he plays R1+1, so he got away with that with fire. R1 equals 2, threatening to go down, attack. CA equals 9, I think it's a little bit weak. There's not much here. There's a potential like this. Cannon takes. Actually no, cannon takes, knight takes, cannon attacks the center, pushes out, cannon takes the knight. Potentially that could happen, but that didn't happen in the game. It's a little bit weak. This is why I feel that cannon moving to the side. You do need to be careful about leaving this guy here. Maybe you can push a knight down. No, my engine says that it's horrible because of this. Or push down the elephant. The main reason of double screening knight don't use elephants is because you want your cannons to monitor each other's knights. And once the knights are out, the cannons will watch each other. But now, when playing this move, you're kind of forced to play like this. To try to defend it or move it aside, which are both not very good. H3+4, he's trying to charge in because now there's no threat of this. There's no threat of C8+1, 2, 3 to pin these guys. C9+4 to take the pawn. I think this is a very weak move. I don't think this is very good because it loses initiative. But red blunders here quite badly. What red should have done? Something like this will be fine. Attacking the cannon here. Pushes it back. We just continue the attack on the cannon now. If you try to move it away, the cannon is now attacking a chariot. So, or what engine says, C5-1. The main reason is because the knight is attacking this cannon. And then red decides to blunder. That's where your eyes will hurt. My eyes also hurt a little. H4+5. Why H4+5 is a blunder is because red hopefully wants to get this situation. And now he has this very beautiful central cannon controlling. The pins are being controlled here. And now the chariot can go down for a nice kill. This advisor will be better, yeah. But instead, what black could have done is take the cannon, which red did not account for, obviously, because he's an idiot. Why? I don't fucking know. Usually in theory, right, we do not recommend you wasting 1, 2, 3, 4 moves to take the opponent cannon, because now you're behind on tempo. When red takes this one, black will take the knight back, and now red is down a piece, which is really bad. But instead, red decides to double down and take the knight. Cannon cannot take because chariot will attack like this. And if he doesn't do much, the chariot will attack here. The chariot is being attacked. Black make a critical blunder here. As you can see here, it's minus 5.5. Why? Because black has this check. This check really does save his ass. This check or this check, both of them are perfect because red doesn't have time to take the chariot. Red has to respond to this. And now red just attacks the knight. It's over. The knight is... Actually no, the knight... Here... What would black R9 equals 2? Oh. Black wants to play this such that he can trade it off. I think it's fine. There's also a possibility of... Oh, he wants to take the knight here and then you trade off the chariot. Yeah. This is really bad for red here. And so black decides to play this to defend his chariot. And now it becomes a trade. Now instead of being up one piece, it's now a trade and now the middle pawns are gone. From here, red plays c1 equals 3 such that he wants to attack this line down. He doesn't want this pawn, he just keeps on pushing onwards. c9-1 is a big blunder. Because, yeah, c9-1 is a big blunder, yeah. Take the pawn out, now it's a fork. Obviously he has to move the cannon away. He did not move the cannon away. Obviously you have to move the cannon away, and now I push my pawn down to the side. Now I had to fork you again. Let's say you push a chariot here. No worries, I'll just push my knight up. Actually no, I'll just push my pawn down and just keep on controlling this file. Yeah. But red did not, the channel has been taken for free. And this move is suspicious at best. I don't like it at all. The knight goes down, and the chariot is now activated, but at the cost of your own tempo. Now here, red is up 1 chariot. What can red just do? Red can just simplify. First things first, red decides to play this move. The main reason is because he wants to solidify this advisor, he wants to defend this file. Else, there is a possibility, let's say red decides to play this. This possibility. And it becomes very uncomfortable. A little. Even though I will take all the pawns. Even though he will take all the pawns, sorry. So he tries to solidify. The advisor now up to defend this part. He pushes the chariot here. Chariot goes to the side, takes the pawn, elephant goes down. Now, red has this possibility of just trading it all. But the pawns are still too many pawns. Oh no, he wants to push the cannon down here. Such that he can check, and then try to like checkmate him or something like that. Not checkmate, but try to apply pressure. Pushes it up, pushes it here, not bad. Now this center pawn is being taken. I think red should just try to defend like this. Or something like this. Actually no, it's fine to just trade off the pawns, I think. Yeah, it's not that big of a loss. After trading all the pawns, now both chariots are attacking here. Red has this amazing move to make sure he gets back his central cannon. This is a pin, this is a pin. Chariot goes here, this is going to be Iron Maiden checkmate. He cannot afford that, he pushes the elephant up, he pushes it up here, and now both the elephants are going to be tied down together. Now the chariot goes here to attack the cannon, and now this is a free elephant. He takes it like this. The chariot goes out because he doesn't want to be in check or discover attacker. Red decides to push the pawn here. It's just a waiting move. He's just waiting to see what does black plays. E9-7 trying to attack the chariot, moves it back down, and he wants to go here. With a check. Advisor goes down, check, goes here, check. Let's say he just plays like this. Check. I think that's where? Check. Sorry. Not this. Here. Number 7. If he doesn't play the gyro out. Okay, playing the gyro out. Okay, if he doesn't play the elephant down. I can't remember which move is it. Talking too much hurts my throat. Let's say he decides to play the elephant down here. Not here. Not here specifically. Somewhere. The pawn up here. But I'm pretty sure there's some checkmate pattern. E9-7, R5-2, R8 equals 6. He has to play R8 equals 6 here because there is a pattern that can cause him to checkmate. Check. 5+6. Check. 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 Don't know what's up with this engine. Check. And now this is going to be forcefully mate. What else can black do? Because black can do this. Just check. What the fuck? Okay, I don't like you, but yeah, there is a checkmate pattern here. So he has to play R8 equals 6 to control this area. Push out advisor to protect it, very simple stuff. He goes down here trying to threaten the elephant, but taking the elephant will be a mistake, as you can see here. R6+2 is, the plan is to trade off the chariots by forcing it to be a check. But the moment he takes the elephant, the line should have continued. R4 equals 4. If the chariot takes back, chariot takes, cannon cannot go back, general cannot go back. Advisor moves out, chariot takes advisor, chariot, general moves back, elephant takes chariot. A chariot and a cannon is enough to win the game. And that's it. So black resigned on the spot on that move. Talking so much hurts my throat. We're only halfway through the games. Let us go through the next one. Oh shit. I need to switch it over. Red decides to play an elephant. Elephant opening. Not bad. P3+1, H2+3. Elephant openings is a bit It's the most hardest opening according to many professionals I have spoke with, because there's so many lines and variations to memorize. P3 plus 1, H2 plus 3, P7 plus 1, not recommended. I don't push up your pawns too early. If like this, right, I have the move of pushing the cannon here, and now it attacks the pawn. Let's say push the whatever. Let's say I play this. I push my pawn up. Let's say play like this. Now I have a direct line. You cannot go here anymore because I will take it. That's what I mean by it's not that best if the cannon hasn't like mobilized yet. But okay, push up the knight. Like I said before, this time is fine because the elephant can protect it, can trade off the pieces and try to free up. H8 plus 7, advisor up, H2 plus 3, R9 equals 6, H7 plus 6. I think this is all good from red, all good from black. I do prefer the chariot moving up a little bit earlier. Knight goes up, a little bit of a blunder, I think. Because, I think it's a bit too fast. Of course I see the idea, he wants to restrict this movement. But this cannon is definitely a response. If it takes it like this, cannon takes, things fine. Cannon, elephant goes up. Cannon going back is not the move. I would suggest this move. This just seals off the knight out. Sure, the knight cannot go out in the first place, but you want to apply more pressure, right? If you go here, what you will do is you cannot move up your pawn, and now your knight is sealed into you. You are sealing yourself instead of sealing your opponents. So you want to take as much space as possible. H7 plus 5 is definitely a mistake. What the hell is this? Yeah, H7 plus 5 is definitely a mistake. Don't sack your pieces unnecessarily. If your cannons are your hands, your chariots are your arms, your knights is your feet. Don't chop off your feet for a pathetic... Yeah, it's kind of pathetic here. Now you just boost the advantage. Now cannon goes here and now he has he gets tempo advantage. You wasted 1, 2, 3, 4 for one guy to play one move. Elephant takes back. C8 plus 5, he wants to attack the elephant. Okay, it's quite cool because it cannot be, it's a pin. If it moves like this, it would take it like this. But actually no, it doesn't matter. The knight going up is also fine. Chariot going here, you're sealing yourself in. You are sealing yourself in and now you have lesser space to play with. Not the best move. X plus 4 definitely isn't the best move here. Okay. So, you're right, black has this move, trying to attack the elephant. How do I say? He's now tying your knight down as well. If your knight goes, actually no. It should be an advantage. Why is R6? Because R3 plus 2. R3 plus 2 into R6 equals 2. Sorry, R6 equals 2. Oh, he wants to trade off the pieces like this. And he wants to do this. Now when you take it like this, you take it like this, you take it like this. Oh, black is now winning. Yeah, that's why R6 plus 4 isn't the best move. Why rather? This is why I want your cannon go down here. The cannon going down here is very good to take more space now. He cannot kick you out. If he wants to kick you out, he has to push the pawn down. And now you have this chariot to guard this space. Goes here. Goes here. Now there's this. And this is very good. This is a discover attack. That's why I don't want to go back. I don't want to seal myself in. I want to seal my opponents. R6 plus 4, H3 plus 2. It's a fork. C8 plus 5 takes. And now you take with the elephant. That's good, that's good. That's good. Actually, no. Here, what I think should have happened is knight takes chariot, and that's it, you're immediately up. So you may have lost the pinky, I will have won your arm. And now if your knight goes up, I can seal you in even more. Or I can take this cannon and try to threaten. Black definitely has places to play in. This isn't the best. This is the best. I really don't think this is the best. Because right now, what will happen is I respond to your check. Let's say I push my Gerald out such that I can have this line of attack. If chariot takes, knight takes, chariot... Okay, chariot takes. You have... Maybe this isn't that good. Because if knight takes, you're looking at it down at the barrel. That's... yeah. Definitely not good. From here on out, I think black will struggle a lot to win. I don't think there's much point to see, as I see red do it. Also, please practice your checkmates. This is being 4. Push it like this. You can just do this. Runs. This. Sorry, not this. This. Runs away. And then you're trying to kill yourself or some shit like that. I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. But this will be mate. So do practice your checkmates instead of stalling out the game. But like my coach always tells me, if you can kill, you just kill. You don't care. Yeah, there's a lot of main tools. If you can see my screen right now, I see main 2, 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 main 3, main 2, main 2, main 2, main 2, 1, main 1, main 2, main 2, main 2, main 1, blah blah blah. Yeah, there's a lot of mates here. So, what is the real learning lesson here? Oh right, I forgot to talk about the learning lesson from the previous one. Firstly, don't do that. That's bad. Don't sacrifice your knight for an elephant. That's not worth it. Only in the later stages of the game when you're going to kill him, then you can consider sacrificing your pieces. Next one, look out for fox and try to have more space instead of sealing yourself in. You would rather have this than this. If you were to ask what happens if they trade off with you, well, they will still be on behind tempo ward. In that sense. C7 equals 2. Yeah. Blah blah blah. See, this is a very perfect example of sealing people off. You don't want to be sealed in easily. You want to be the one sealing others. I think this is a very important lesson. Here on out, yeah. I may have been a little bitch about taking the elephant, but I think it's fine, honestly. Maybe you could be a little bit slower. Because elephant, immediately you have a response, right? If I take it like this, what can black do? Black is still being suppressed like this. And now this move is going to be even more deadlier. Let's say red goes here or something like that. No, red cannot do that. Let's say red goes here. Then you can try to, I don't know, push check like this. Checks. Push. No, sorry. Not that. What do I want? What do I mean? Something like maybe you can push it here. You're still suppressing him. Black is still in a overall very good position. I just think that taking the elephant here is a little bit too rushed. When you can like develop your pieces and try to go for the kill. Xiangqi is all about trying to kill people. You don't want to like stall it out. And also practice your checkmates, please, please, please. When your pawn is like this already, I can even just show you an example. Made in 3 here. Check. 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 The devil has the devil has stormed the palace. Actually, no, not here. Sorry, wrong place. Just go here. This will be checkmate. Or here even. You need to practice this, please, if you want to improve in this game. So I think those are the 4 main lessons that I can talk about. Next one. A fan of mine who always emotes whenever I send in the Discord. Yes, I am watching your game and I want to cry, buddy. C2 equals 5, C2 equals 5. We have a list of power opposite cannon. H8 plus 7, H2 plus 3, all good, all good. P3 plus 1, R1 equals 2, very fast development. h8 plus 7, picture plus 1, h3 plus 4. Very good development. c8 plus 5. c8 plus 5. I think the c8 plus 5. Yeah, it works. That's why we usually play the chariot out first. When you push it back, trading like this is not advised. Let's think about it in terms of tempo. 1. How many moves does this cannon make? He gets plus 1 move. Okay, so right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which should be what happens. I don't know. I think trading it off for his elephant to go up is probably not the best move. Like, if he trades the elephant to go up here. Sorry. Cannon must go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I wrong? I just don't think there's much point to this. Oh, no wonder. It's because cannon has gone down here. And that's why both players have wasted 1 move. If ideally what you would like to do? What would you do here? I mean, the engine definitely recommended that. And he recommended like this, to play like this, something like that. But I still don't think that cannon going down is that great of a move. Like here is fine, but trading off, it's a little bit. You go there to do nothing, really. If I was red, I would play this. Engine doesn't like it a lot, but I love it. R1 plus 2. Something like. The main reason is because you want to suppress him, you want to seal him off, blah blah blah. I have said it so many times. Xiangqi is a lot about space. You want to control as much space as possible, and this is a very typical line in opposite-sided cannon. Maybe even here. Here is fine. Absolutely fine, actually. Take it like this. You take, I take. And now your pieces are more active. But playing this to trade off, it just doesn't feel right to me. Goes 5. He develops his rook. h3 plus 4. Fine, all good moves. h4 plus 3. c5 minus 1. Not the best. Here, if he takes it, it's fine. It's fine because he wasted so many moves of tempo. c minus 1. r2 plus 7. Attacking the knights. Knights to h3 plus 4. So, number 1 is, c5 minus 1 doesn't protect this pawn anymore. Number 2, if he trades it off, it's fine. And number 3, there's no more space for your knights to go. Your knights can used to be able to run here, but now they can't. c3 plus 4, c2 plus 3, c2 equals 3, yep, very good moves. r2 plus 3, r3 equals 4, h4 plus 3, h3 plus 2, okay. Let's slow it down. Bad move. This is a very good attack. h3 plus 4, takes it. r2 plus 3, trying to defend this pawn. h3 equals 4, trying to attack this advisor, which is weakened now. With the knight here, you can immediately take it. h4 plus 3, I think has plans to take the cannon to defang the beast. This is fine because the major threat of red right now is the cannon, the chariot, and the knight. If the cannon is now here, actually no, I don't think he should trade. Not after what the engine told me. h3 plus 4, h3 plus 2. That's a very fast checkmate going to come. c5 equals 7, trying to prevent mate. This is all very good. Cannon goes here. Not the best. Not my cup of tea. He takes it. He pushes it up. a4 plus 5, trying to defend it. And from here on out, the evil bar will have a hard attack. Do not. I understand. I told you guys. I told you guys. Xiangqi is all about a game of sacrifices and whatnot. This is not one of them. This is definitely not one of them. You are perfectly fine. You're perfectly fine doing absolutely anything else. Here. I can show you. You just need to like move it away. You're perfectly fine. You're perfectly fine. You don't need to do this, hero, please. Please. Look, calculate. The reason why we do all these fanciful plays and all this chariot checking and whatnot is because we actually get results. We don't do them willy-nilly. Come on, please, please. If you want to do it, maybe you can do this. Maybe you can do this. This is even better. This is actually good because now I get this. And I'll just take your pieces. Yeah. I think this is fine. This is even better even. Now you're up a piece. You're up one piece entirely. You push. Okay, not that. You push the chariot down and they trade off with you. What do you mean? Yeah. What do I mean that I'm weaker? No, you're up, definitely up pieces. You can just keep on taking pawns. It's fine. It literally is okay. If you want to sacrifice a piece, go ahead. But not like this, please. From here on out, there's no checkmate here. Engine really likes this move because you can do this cannon takes. No, not really. Plays R9 plus 1 trying to attack like this. But the thing is, what? C7 minus 1, C4 minus 1, R2 equals 4, H3 equals 6. Trying to stop this mate. Well, it's not mate. But sacrificing the chariot is definitely a blunder. C4 plus 7, I literally saw that. Trying to fork him. Now you gave black a reason to run away. Now you give black more development. H4 plus 2, R9 equals 8, C5 minus 3, trying to attack it, R2 plus 4. Takes the knight. Moves it back. K5 equals 4, R8 plus 7, check. This is gonna be double. Yeah, right. This is gonna be mate. R8 plus 1, F4 minus 4. And that's greedy. Please just kill him already. What is the kill here? You can play something like this. Let's say, whatever, chariot takes, knight checks, go down. Cannon goes here, takes the pawn. Cannon runs here, check, mate, double chariot. So, yeah, you can practice a mate, but the moment the chariot has been taken away, it's like cutting off your own arm, and now you realize you don't have anything. You were winning, and now everything is falling apart. You were winning, dude. You were winning so hard. This is a beautiful position to be in, and you just threw it away. Whatever. Who am I to judge? And now, it's still gonna be mate 1. Yep. So, what did we learn today? Firstly, do not. Firstly, when the knight goes here, you should not move your cannon down because there's still protection here. The other game has a different type of scenario, and I think that one you need to like really think about it. But number 2, because your knights are also being the knights cannot go back here, which is very dangerous. Number 2, do not give up your chariot for free, please. Do not give up your chariot for free, please. Oh my god, that's a very strong counter attack. Please calculate everything before you start sacking your cat chariot, please. Please. This is one of those games where I start to cry. Yeah. I think opening is beautifully played. Maybe this isn't the best. What you could do here, as black, what can he do? Black actually doesn't really mind anything. Pushing out the knight here. Maybe pushing out the advisor. Playing something more passive. It's not something too like aggressive. Like this is fine. Then if let's say he plays this, black or red has the option of playing this. While black will now push his pieces away. This is a beautiful game! Sadly. Yeah. Lastly, but not least, the final game. This has been an hour recording. Let's flip it around. Black red plays C2 equals 5. Now we have a Sun Pao. This is same direction. This is very good opening. c8 plus 4 isn't the best. So this is all theory line. This is all theory line. I think here, right, Red's supposed to play a pawn move. Red's supposed to play something like p7 plus 1. Then Black can play something like this. But minor things. c8 plus 4 isn't the best. c8 minus 4 isn't the best. c8 plus 4 isn't the best. It really does nothing. And now you have... What's your plan? Your plan is to attack this, right? I push out my pawn. Now I steal your knight in. Oh wow, you take this pawn. And now I push out my knight. Okay, maybe this is a bit more aggressive. I'll push my elephant first, but that's really no plan. Whatever. Don't defend it. You can just push it. Why are you defending it? What's your plan? What's your plan? Do you just want to like push it up and try to kill him? Then just go ahead. I don't think there should be any point. h3 plus 1, h2 plus 3 immediately. You went here to here. I mean, you went here to here to here, which means that you're already down on tempo. And you decide to put the knight, which negates the reason why you pushed the rook there in the first place. I'm not too sure. h3 plus 4, fine. r2 equals 4 again to get rid of this spot, which means it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 moves when you can do it in 2. That's behind tempo. h4 plus 3, trying to attack the cannon. No, this is fine, this is fine. I do think that Red can consider... no, don't play r2 plus 4. Not r2 plus 4. Red can consider this. Actually, no, not yet. Red can consider now attacking the pawns. The center pawn. Not here yet. r4 equals 2. Because now the problem with this cannon is that it's stuck. I've been in these types of situations before. But because it's stuck, right, the chariot will now be able to attack it. So maybe here, if you sack this pawn, you can have... I mean, you can just go back, honestly. Sacking this pawn... this cannon is really just a liability. Your chariot cannot go out. If you want to push a chariot here, you have to push it here. And now you lose a piece immediately on the spot. Which is what happens. R9 equals 8. R9 equals 8 has become possible because now the cannon doesn't take it. But if you take it like this, cannon will take the knight. And now he's up one piece, which is bad. And now he also is at your bottom line. 底线. Bad as well. And you trade it off like this. Bad. You wasted so much moves. 1, 2, 3, 4 for one guy to play one move. Please guys, I think I saw this 4 times already. Please stop like doing it unless you have a really good reason. If your really good reason is because I think I can just trade it off for free, or because I'm scared he'll take my piece, sure, go ahead. But don't do this unnecessarily. Now you lose on tempo. I think whatever moves that you make here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, has now all been negated because you decide to like sacrifice everything out. R2 plus 3 to attack the knights. h7 plus 6, c8 equals 5, takes it. Oh. Pushes it up. And now you just move it back. That's it. It's so simple. You just move it back. And now he can't really do much. The knight can't go here. The knight can't go here. And both cannons are still protecting one another. It's fine. Instead you move it up and now you give out your central cannon. h6 minus 8 and that's a trade. Now you trade off your central cannon for nothing. c2 minus 3. Another bad move. You want to play the cannon to the side and push out the chariot and now attack it from the line. This is wonderful for you. Don't give it up. I swear, you guys don't watch my videos enough. I talked about this a lot. Actually no, I didn't talk about it a lot. But I talked about how bottom line is good for cannons, or how central one is good for cannons, or how you want to have the cannon and the general not meet each other, blah blah blah, all that stuff. P5 plus 1 doesn't really negate everything. And now your plan, which if you had made this move, okay, this is a bit of a risk though. This is a bit of a risk. But fine. Don't play p5 plus 1, play something like this. Now you just present his knight out, his knight cannot go out at all, which is better than whatever this move is. Or I guess he cannot go here, which is already can't go. R1 equals 2, R2 equals 7, R2 plus 2, C8 equals 5, 8, C2 equals 9. Yeah, I think it's not trading away. C8 equals 1, C9 equals 1, R7 equals 1. Black is in a very comfortable spot. He can just take all the pawns and now He still has his bottom line. Please just attack from the bottom line. Please, please, please. R2 plus 4. Nope, you just want to take pawns. Chess, international chess has taught everyone to take pawns for free because pawns are really, really yummy. R2 minus 4. C1 plus 7. Check. A5 minus 6. A4 minus plus 5. It's all in the mid game. It's all fine, dandy. A little bit risky. Now this advisor is being hanged because the cannon is now attacking it. A4 plus 5, very good. P5 plus 1, pushes it down. H3 plus 2, P5 plus 1, H2 plus 3, take the pawn. P5 plus 1, very good. Now chariot just takes. E3 plus 5, fine. Wonderful, this is all dandy and well. C1 plus 3, you now realize how important this spot is. K5 equals 4, he doesn't want to get hanged. Black is really in a very comfortable spot. Look, trade it off. Okay, trading off may not be the best idea, but it is an idea. See, this elephant takes is fine. Trading off, okay, because you're up one piece, that's why I even suggested it. But yeah, the chariot is stronger here. K4 plus 1, that's mate here. Let's just show H5 as well. R5 equals 6, R4 plus 2, this check, this mate. So the main reason is because your central cannon here, right, blocks it off. Why can we not go here? If we go here, play R5 equals 8, and now we just try to kill him from here. Try to block it as much as you want, doesn't matter. Let's mate. Okay, let's mate here. Very good. Okay, you're dancing it around. Okay, you're not. You seem to be missing this mate. Okay, minus 1, R4 equals 5. Pushing it down. Uh-oh, this is bad, this is bad. Check again, alright. C1 plus 1. R6 equals 4. P1 plus 1. I mean, you could just take this. This is free. You can just go for mate. This is kill. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. This is wonderful. You have such a good... Okay, shit, I blundered here. The guy literally can't really do much. I don't think he can play. Yeah. Okay. Chariot to check. Wait, how come you're losing a little? Whatever. C1 plus 1. R equals 5, check. A4 plus 4. This is... Why are you not getting mate? This is a kill. R5 plus 2, C1 minus 1. You're planning to do this when you could have just taken it. C1 plus 1. R5 plus 6, R6 minus 5. Check. P1, P2 equals 3. And now this is where the devastating truth comes in. After all these moves of all of them with all your mates, all your potential mates with 3 pieces trying to kill you, Black doesn't see it and Black dies to this. This is rather unfortunate and I have nothing to say, but what the hell is that? Please just practice on your mates. This is like you have a knife and you realize, hey shit, I don't know how to use a knife. You just stab the fucker. You don't play around like this, please. My eyes hurt when I just watch through everything. I'm just like thinking to myself, oh, the first time I saw it, wow, he's gonna kill. Wait, what? What's happening? Oh shit. It's been an hour long. Thank you very much for watching this video. Yes, it has been quite some time, a long video and a lot of analysis here, but I do hope you guys can learn something from it. And please stop hanging your center pawns. I will strangle you if I do see you in real life. Thank you very much for watching this video and I hope to see you next time.